Welcome to Deep Thought. Positive thinking gets you through many bad situations. Now, one thing, this whole Deep Thought channel, and I've said this many times before, is about you thinking, you using your brain. That's why a lot of times I'll throw out some subjects and, it's not necessarily my personal stance on it. It's just to get you to think. Now, I'm going to tell you what, let's talk about positive thinking. Positive thinking. Now, some people, believe it or not, they ain't really about positive thinking. Everything out of their mouth is, oh, this is bad, this is bad. If you're in a bad situation, you thinking this is bad, guess what? It's going to stay bad. I'm going to tell you what, whenever you're going through a bad situation, it's always good to think positively. First of all, you're thinking positively because you're thinking about a solution. That's positive thinking right there. You want to think about, okay, what can I do to solve this? Yeah, it's bad, but what can I think? Okay, first, now I don't care what the situation is, you think, all right, first let me see the silver lining in it. Because sometimes a bad situation has a silver lining in it. I learned that coming up. You might think something is bad, but then you look at it, you're like, this ain't that bad, right? That's part of positive thinking. But then you want to think positively. How do you solve this problem? I never forget an elder said that one time. No matter what the problem is, if it's man-made, you can solve it. Shoot, even something made by nature, you can solve it. Your reaction to it can be positive. Your house could be destroyed in a hurricane, but you can think, oh, well, I do have good insurance. I have great insurance. And you know what? We survived. We survived it personally. Hey, that's positive thinking. Then you'll find once you thinking positively, once you start off thinking positively, you making it through. But, many people, like I said, they don't. A negative problem happens or something of that nature, all of a sudden, they feeling bad. And then they stuck. How often have y'all gone through something bad and instead of thinking positively, you just thinking about the negative aspect and then you stuck there? You could be stuck there for a few days, a few weeks, a few months. You get some people stuck in a situation for a few years because they're not thinking, okay, let me think positively. How can I get out of this situation? What can I do? And that's all it is. You can solve it. You can solve the problem. I don't care what the problem is, you can solve it, right? You can solve it. But are you going to do that? Are you going to do what it takes to get through that situation? And I want y'all to think about that. No matter what. I would say this, here's something. No matter what happens, sit back. Don't respond right away. That's something I've trained myself to do. No matter what it is, no matter how bad it is, I sit back and I say, oh, okay, let me see what this is. Oh, okay, this is what I can do to solve the problem. This is what I can do to fix it. And it's still something in practice, because if I don't know, if it's a problem and I'm kind of sleepy, and I'm gonna tell you what, let me talk about that sleepy thing. That's something I learned from some elders. Elders will say, hold up. Unless it's something that was happening right then on the spot they had to solve, they'll say, hold up, let me sleep on this. Let me get some rest on it. And then they'll wake up in the morning, mind clear, everything. They'll be like, oh, let's do this, this, and this. Okay, the problem's taken care of. The elders, I'm gonna tell you what, let me just go on a tangent real quick. Pay attention to what elders say. Some people be like, oh, they're old. It's but they made it that far in life. They're still alive. So pay attention. Even if they might be wrong, but still listen. Even if they wrong on something, you still listen and then listen to it. Say, oh, let me think on that. Sometimes on these videos I say, think on this, right? But I'm gonna tell you what, Just thinking positively, think, okay, what can I do to get out of this bad situation? It will get you through many of them, you know? And if it's something that you can't solve personally, one of the things you might get to a point, you say, hold up, I need to get some help on it. That's still positive thinking. You know, you might need to get some people to help you. You know, that's called a mastermind. You know, that comes from Napoleon Hill's books. A mastermind, you just get a group of people, you know, and then when y'all talking about something, you know, you might not have a solution and the person next to you and the next to you, but then the fourth person in the group might have the solution. As long as y'all thinking positively and y'all throwing out ideas and everything, you know, that's the key. That's the key to life, you know, because I'm gonna tell you what, I don't care what it is. I don't care. I think about many situations in my life that could have been seen as bad. And I was thinking about, this is a good thing. You know, this is a good thing. This is something. Even some stuff, they might be kind of minor, right? You know, it might be kind of minor. So it's just like, okay, yeah, all right, okay, whoa, wow. Then I'm gonna tell you what, if you develop that, and you develop that on a regular basis, that's powerful. Because then even when stuff happens, you just think, oh, I got it, boom, just boom, 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 boom. You'll just go on and fix it. Think about it. I want y'all to think. Because when you having negative thoughts, and I'm gonna talk about negative thoughts in the next video, but when you having negative thoughts, that'll slow you down in so many, you'll make a bad situation worse. And I've seen that happen to many people. I've seen that happen, even had it myself, you know, when I was younger. That's how I learned all of this. You know, it's a bad situation. It was like, oh, hold up. Your thoughts are making it worse. Your thoughts are making it worse. You don't want to do that. You want to think positively. In fact, you know, I was reading like positive thinking books as a very young man. I was still a teenager and everything, but they're very important. Now, some people, then you're going to get some people who, they don't see the power in those type of books because you get some people who engage negativity, but that's not something you want to do. That's not something you want to do. You know, you want to get through life. You want to get through life as best as possible. You want to go through life with some power. You want to go through some life with some positivity. Problems are going to happen. Problems are going to happen, but you want to be able to solve those problems. You know, you want to think positively. Think about the good side. You know, even when bad things happen, you want to see the silver lining in a dark cloud. You want to do that, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. I want y'all to really think about that, and I'll get back with y'all tomorrow. Peace and blessings.